Divided, we are weak. United, Africa could become one of the greatest. When we Africans collaborate on the affairs of our continent, our strengths flourish and helps us achieve much. Our unity has never failed us, rather was and still is the source of our strengths. Africa expects us to shoulder all the virtues of our forefathers, whose deed still shines across the horizon, and is now an example of resilience, perseverance, wisdom, and visions. We, African youth, will commemorate our forefathers who made us stand proud and told us Africans in the shadow of who struggled to liberate us. The continent's sons and daughters during anti-colonial and independence movement, Emperor Haile Selassie of Ethiopia, Kwame Nkrumah of Ghana, Jomo Kenyatta of Kenya, Julius Nyerere of Tanzania, Kenneth Kaunda of Zambia, Sekou Touré of Guinea, scholars and Pan-Africanists like Boyce and Marcus Garvey, many others with a vision for its independence and prosperity have left their comfortable life in the West, and some of them paid the ultimate sacrifice of giving their lives in the quest to ascertain a life of justice and equity for their fellow Africa. The brave son of Africa and Burkinabe, Thomas Sankara, Patrice Lumumba are always on our heart. For us, Africa used to be where we are today. The sacrifice paid by the forefathers is immense and should be remembered as such. The representatives of millions of African youth gathered in this historic hall today have the responsibility to ensure Africa's prosperity and dignified life for its people. There is ample opportunity to realize that. However, I'm not saying that all the roads ahead are free from hurdles. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, Ethiopian youth, under the leadership of His Excellency Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed, have recently came up with the visionary idea of disseminating our success stories and share experiences among our fellow African youth brothers and sisters. The toughest challenge we face as Africa and Ethiopia is the effect of unprecedented environmental threat due to deforestation. Against this background, the government of Ethiopia launched the Green Legacy Initiative in 2090 as a response to a worrying global warming and environmental disaster. To this end, our youth played a major role in Green Legacy Initiative of planting over 25 billion trees in the last 4 consecutive years. This experience is further extended to our East African regions with a motto of Plant African Fraternity, where Ethiopian youths planted seedlings in South Sudan, Djibouti, Somalia, and Kenya in the last 2 weeks. Massive works in this area is also much expected. In this regard, Ethiopia's experience in Green Legacy can be example to be emulated. The practice had helped us recover rivers and lakes in different parts of the country that almost went dry. Now, other African brothers and sisters following suit in planting trees. Fortunately, we appreciate the people of Kenya and the government of Kenya, His Excellency President William Ruto, this week decision that vows to undertake a journey to combat climate change by planting 5 billion trees in the next 5 years and 10 billion trees in the next 10 years. Greening the continent should be Africa's next priority, as environment change and the challenges related to hazard weather conditions affects the continent in many ways. In addition, we had made substantial investments on agricultural reforms. In the last 2 years, efforts in intensifying wheat production through irrigation schemes and summer rain are generating great results here in Ethiopia. We are getting enormously and going to export to others, to other African and other world. Our continent has resources which can feed its people and more. Isn't African use, isn't a paradox? A continent endowed with abundant natural resources is losing its skilled and educated young people. In a voyage across oceans become a food for sharks. We have to think of it. We have not only a natural resources to manipulate. We African users have a worthy ideas to realize progressively in Mother Africa. Our natural resources can also complement this effort. Having all this, we can no longer stretch our hands to receive and aid, which hampers our growth and leave us with the mentality of dependency. The work started by Ethiopia to be self-sufficient in multiple areas should be replicated by other African countries. The users have to done on this. Allow me to remind with self-sufficiency, allow me to remind the lifelong quote of Comrade Thomas Sankara. He who feeds you controls you. This always must put in our mind African users. The Grand Ethiopia Renaissance Dam, the works done in the agricultural sector, which massively deviates from the trends set for generating, are among the examples to attest to that fact. Today, in the face of negatives, we are achieving massive projects on our own, disproving the age-old-fashioned narrative that Africans can't achieve much on their own. Excellency, fellow delegates, ladies and gentlemen, in a nutshell, this summit is organized with general objective to create a platform in which we, the young leaders of our continent, bridge what we had yesterday, because today is better than yesterday, how we are today and what is expected from all of us by discussing our matters, sharing experience from the state leaders, elaborate expected from all of us by discussing our matters, sharing experience from state leaders, elaborate success stories we have and leverage them and shape our future through agreed way forward. For this, through AU, the Youth Summit commenced here in Addis Ababa will strengthen more and go further. Harmony with nature will brighten Africa's future, and striving to materialize this is the duty of African everywhere. And the special responsibility of the youth in this regard is even bigger, as this is a continent of young people. Once again, on behalf of the Ethiopian Youth League, I will convey the warm welcome of the Ethiopian people and youth, and we Ethiopians. Again, we need to reiterate our commitment to create an enabling environment to continental collaboration and Pan-Africanism in our collective efforts to deliver the Africa we want. Finally, I wish you a successful deliberation and a pleasant stay in your city, Addis Ababa. I believe you will enjoy Addis Ababa, the new flower. African youth will write its own history in both North and South. It will be a history of glory and dignity. God bless Africa. Thank you. Shukran. Asante Sara. Amasaganallahu. Galatoma. Next, I welcome our guest of honor, His Excellency Ato Dammaqaa Makonnin, Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Foreign Affairs of the Federal Democratic Republic of Ethiopia, to deliver the opening remark. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Excellencies, former heads of state and government, Her Excellency, Deputy Chairperson of AO Commission, honorable speakers, distinguished ministers and ambassadors, African youth representatives, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the government of the Federal Democratic Republic of Ethiopia and that of my own, I would like to welcome all of you to Addis Ababa, your second home. Ethiopia is honored to host the African Youth Leaders Summit. We are pleased to be joined by several African youth leaders from across the continent in this August gathering. We are also happy to witness the presence of former African heads of state and government in this summit, who will share with us their immense wealth of experience and wisdom in Pan-African leadership. Therefore, this occasion is designed to bridge our past experience with our future leaders and to keep Pan-Africanism high on our agenda. Building upon this vision of our African founding fathers, this summit envisions to become an important continental platform to acquaint the youth across our continent with the ideals of Pan-African leadership, a concept that has a consequential value in our continent today. Today, Africa is faced with multifaceted socio-economic, political, and security challenges. Amongst many others, poverty, poor governance, and corrupt institutions continue to challenge the continent in every insidious manner. It is therefore high time that we work to address these challenges rigorously. 70% of Africa's population is below the age of 30. This makes our continent the youngest in the world. To capitalize on our position, we need to create strategic investments in education, health, energy, economic reforms, and good governance. Empowering and educating our youth will allow us to challenge the existing status quo and address the dangerous problems that face our continent. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, the African Union needs to be commended for the several youth development policies and programs it has established at a continental level. The African Youth Charter, the Youth Decade Plan of Action, and the Malabo Decision on Youth Empowerment are all being implemented through Agenda 2063 programs. The successful realization of these programs need to be our collective utmost priority. As far as Ethiopia is concerned, its national youth policy recognizes the potential and actual contribution of the youth in the process of nation building. Ensuring greater participation of youth in leadership and decision-making positions holds central place in Ethiopia's national 10 years development plan. The Ethiopian government recognizes that any effort to ensure peaceful coexistence, inclusive economic development, and national unity has to be youth-centered. That is why we have embarked on mobilizing youth volunteerism under the National Youth Voluntary Service Program, which has been under implementation for some time. In the past 3 months alone, we witnessed the participation of more than 19 million youth under this program, with an estimated socio-economic benefit to over 49 million people. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, this summit gives us the opportunity to hold important discussion and share experience. Seizing this opportunity, I would thus like to talk to you about Ethiopia's Green Legacy Initiative, an initiative launched in 2019 with an aim to combat the adverse effects of climate change. With the help of over 20 million people, mostly comprised of the youth, around 25 billion seedlings have been planted across the country in a span of 4 years. Moreover, close to 800,000 permanent and temporary jobs were created. Given its productive outcome, we believe it's appropriate and privilege for us to share the Green Legacy Initiative with all of you at this summit. We are certain that the experience we share in the spirit of brotherhood will equip all of you with the necessary information to translate this initiative in your own home countries. At last, let me underscore that African youth need to play a vital role in shaping Africa's future. They should also know that they have a great responsibility to secure the interest of our continent in the years to come. And I have no doubt that is achievable. As all our deliberations and activities are defined by the spirit of Pan-Africanism and African fraternity, I am certain that this summit will yield positive results. I thank you.
Thank you so much, His Excellency Dr. Dammeka. Thank you so much. This one-of-a-kind event, as I said earlier, is very unique because we have 54 representatives from each African country, 2 representatives from each. So we are together at our home, away from home. So once again, I would like to warmly welcome every one of you. This summit is going to take place starting from today, as you have seen in the agenda which is distributed, to November 1. And different kinds of agenda are going to be discussed, in which we're going to try to solve African problems by giving African solutions, which is going to be unique, as I said. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, I would love to invite to give us a remark, Deputy Chairperson of African Union Commission, His Excellency, Dr. Monique. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Monique, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my dear sister. Your Excellency, Demeka Mekonnen, Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister of the Federal Democratic Republic of Ethiopia, honorable speakers, Your Excellencies, former heads of state and government, Excellencies, ambassadors, representatives from the government of the Federal Democratic Republic of Ethiopia, distinguished youth leaders, ladies and gentlemen. I bring you greetings of good wishes from His Excellency Musa Faki Mahamat, Chairperson of the African Union Commission, who is unable to participate in person due to prior commitments and has tasked me to represent him in this summit. The African Union recognizes the youth population as a critical resource towards the development of the continent and seeks to empower young generations to be resilient advocates of change towards addressing the challenges that they continue to face on the road to the Africa we want. An intergenerational dialogue such as this one, where our future African leaders, I should actually say current, because they are granted the platform and opportunity to engage with the present and former leaders. This intergenerational dialogue serves as a valuable platform for the empowerment of our young leaders, who I implore to seize this opportunity to make your visions and expectations known. The importance of young people as drivers of development cannot be overemphasized. They are the current and future leaders of Africa, and without the focused and accelerated push towards their success, this potential demographic dividend will remain just that, only potential. In the worst case scenario, in the absence of harnessing this potential on a continent where the median age is 18.8 years old, this would be prescription for disaster. Paying attention to young people, therefore, is in the interest of Africa and should not be perceived as doing them a favor or fulfilling a human rights imperative. In my view, there are 5 things we must do to that effect. We must invest in them. There is no better investment in the human capital than education and health. We must also include them by mainstreaming their issues across all policies and programs, and by taking their views through consultations. We must also trust them with access to finance, jobs, markets, and public procurement opportunities. We must entrust them with leadership roles and taking care of societies and the environment. Finally, we must protect them with ensuring peace and stability on our continent. At the African Union Commission, we are committed to harnessing the youth potential as an opportunity the continent has to achieve its vision of an integrated, peaceful, and prosperous Africa. Three main initiatives speak to that fact. The first one being that, as you may know, we are working towards the full reform of our beloved continental institution and its organs and offices. Therefore, we are diligently monitoring the implementation of strategies that have been devised to ensure that we reach 35% of youth in our workplaces. We look forward to receiving applications from some of you here in this room as we are aggressively recruiting for the new structures that are coming up. Actually, are already decided and others are coming up. The second initiative I wish to share with you is that we have also successfully completed the 1 million by 2021 initiative of the chairperson. That sought to reach 1 million youth through education, entrepreneurship, engagement, and employment, and health and well-being. These we dub the 4 E's plus H. The target you have set for 2021, actually, we exceeded it by far, as this initiative actually reached 8 million. And now its successor initiative, called the 1 million next level, has set to reach 300 million youth by 2030. This is not an easy task, and it requires all hands on deck. The last but not least initiative I wish to mention and share with you this morning is the African Union Women and Youth Financial and Economic Inclusion, the Wi-Fi 2030, WYFEI 2030. This initiative, which was launched in July this year, will seek to be reaching out to women and youth and implement the youth-centered programs. And I'm glad that it will be discussed as a part of this forum. This initiative seeks to unlock financing to the African women and youth businesses to the tune of $100 billion for 10 million such MSMEs by year 2030, as we implement the decade of women's financial and economic inclusion. And this initiative also targets other programs, but I wish to highlight just that. We have started actually seeing mobilization, and as you may have followed, the elder NEPAD has been spearheading a program for the youth called Energize Africa. This program is indeed one bold step on this Wi-Fi 2030 path. This forum will provide an excellent platform for engaging the beneficiaries on ways to enhance our reach and achieve our mandate. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let me conclude by extending my appreciation to everyone present here today. The outcome of the discussions we have here will serve as information to policy makers and assist the design and implementation of effective policies towards the achievement of the Agenda 2063. I hope that we will have successful engagements and recommit to addressing the challenges that African youth continue to face in their efforts to realize a united, peaceful, and prosperous Africa. I encourage us to take advantage of platforms such as this and collaborate in coming up with key actions and steps towards youth empowerment and Pan-Africanism. I commend you all for the work that you have done and continue to do. And it's my hope that we all continue to implement actions collectively for Africa. Thank you for your kind attention.
Thank you so much, Her Excellency, Dr. Monique. Invest, trust, include, and protect. Maybe I've forgotten one of the words that she mentioned. Yes. So these are the 5 things as a youth that we need, as Her Excellency mentioned. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in thanking Her Excellency, Dr. Monique. Thank you so much for such a very inspiring speech that you just delivered. Indeed, we should be planting trees. As you know, the Green Legacy has been initiated by His Excellency Prime Minister Dr. Abiy-Ahmed, and which has been at the forefront of planting trees. And now, as we have heard earlier, other African countries are following that footsteps. And as a youth, we have to be the engine that escalates and also can take that forward to kind of give that away for the coming generation, as well as for the Green Legacy for the entire continent. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure you guys are enjoying the session that we had by far. Now we are going to have a tea break. There are ushers which can escort you to the place which is going to have a tea break. And then we'll have another entertainment and other sessions will also follow up. Thank you so much. Enjoy your tea break and networking session. Thank you.
ተዛረኩ እዚህ ጋር ስለከለለ ነው ካሜራ ላይ ያነሳሁት።